Hey, what's up guys? Trucker Curtis here. In this video, we're going to be talking about regional truck driving versus OTR, also known as over-the-road trucking. But first, if you're new to my channel, welcome. On this channel, I make all kinds of trucking videos and a little bit of how-to videos for you guys. So if you're interested in that, subscribe now. That way you won't miss any videos I release. Enjoy. Now, regional truck driving is where it's at. Before you get all crazy on me, let me explain myself. Why is regional where it's at versus OTR? Simply because you have more time with your family. That's what it's all about. If you don't have a family, which I hope you do, like mom and dad, or if you don't have a girlfriend, then, listen up for the OTR side of things. But unlike OTR, regional truck driving, you get familiar with your route. Yeah, it can be a little boring sometimes if you're doing the same route. Or you can decide to be an unassigned driver like me. Now, what that means is I'm not assigned to a particular route. I'm unassigned, so I go anywhere they need me to in our region, which covers Oregon, Idaho, Montana, and Washington. So in those 4 states, anywhere they need me to go, I can go, and it's not going to be boring because every day is definitely different. It can get a little tiring sometimes because being a regional truck driver, you're not going to have as much time between your 10 hours off, because usually when your 10 hours is up, you're hitting the road again. Oh man, home time. As a regional driver, the home time you get is pretty good. Come home Friday at 9 a.m. from a Thursday run. So you have the rest of Friday off, and you have all day Saturday off, and most of Sunday off, and you're back on the road again. So that's one of the things I enjoy about being a regional truck driver is the home time. Also, as a regional truck driver, you still have your freedom. My boss has never once got on me about anything because it's hard to mess up out here unless you're out here hitting things and not doing your job. Come out here, work hard, do your job, and your bosses, you never hear from them. So that's another great thing about regional driving is you do your job, no one bothers you. You have a lot of freedom when you're in a truck and on the road. I mean, these trucks are like 200,000 and up easily. So it's a lot of responsibility that they trust you with. Just like some jobs though, it can be very hard work. It's definitely a quick turnaround sometimes. You do have a lot to worry about out here. One of the things that can be a potential downside for you is that you're gonna have to manually unload your trailer. Some trucking companies, you have ramps, like McLean, they have ramps that you use. And that's why I do think we get paid a little bit more, is because we're having to push heavy stuff around and unload it, and that stuff is very heavy. You gotta be careful not to pull your back out, pulling your muscles, smash your fingers, smash your toes. Don't wanna do that. So if you're gonna go regional, grab yourself some steel toe boots. They come in handy. Now, I do want to let you know that I don't have any over-the-road experience. I do regional. I guess it is kind of over the road, but what I'm trying to say is I haven't been gone for weeks and weeks at a time. The longest I'm ever out for is up to 2 days, maybe 3, if traffic's pretty bad, like during the winter time. So this is just my opinion on over-the-road trucking. So with that being said, just take it with a grain of salt. So I'm just gonna say over-the-road trucking is not for you if you have a big family, or if you have a girlfriend, or perhaps maybe you can't stand being away from home more than 2 days. That's one of the reasons why I wouldn't do OTR. Oh, someone's broke down in the middle of the road. I-90, not good. That's one of the reasons why I can't do OTR. So just think twice before you make that decision of going on the road for a long time. And be ready to put in long driving hours. You'll definitely run your full 11 hours of driving time. So just be ready to do that. Usually you'll probably want to drive for 4 hours before you take your first bathroom break, and then you drive until your 8 hours is up. Take your 30. You don't want to take your 30-minute break at the fill island. But if you do choose OTR, be ready to be gone for a really long time and be ready to put in some long, long hours. But I know there's a lot of people out there that are hard workers, and this is perfect for them because they have no family, they have no kids, or if they do, sometimes guys, they just want to get out there and be away. Unfortunately, and the pay. I don't think the pay is good at all. But I guess I can't really be talking because I don't do OTR. But I do know Schneider, Swift, and Prime. Those guys don't pay really that well. But I guess you gotta look at it at all angles because some people can't get in with higher tier companies, so they just pick the first one that snatches them up, And I understand, they might have a bad driving record, but keep your stuff clean and you'll be able to get a better paying job. But if any of you guys do work for Schneider, Swift, or Prime and you're killing it, let me know. I'm curious, I'm not trying to bash any of those companies, by the way. I'm sure they're great companies for some people, but for me personally, it's not for me. So you might just want to do your due diligence before you take my word on it. Like I said, take my word with a grain of salt. I don't do OTR. I am a regional truck driver. But if they do pay well, let me know in the comments down below. I am really curious, actually. Not only that, but like being over the road, you're gonna have to worry about laundry. You're gonna have to worry about like where you're gonna take a shower. Not trying to be out here, sneaking and stuff. That's also gonna set you back some dollars. Having to pay for those showers, having to pay for laundry all the time. Unless you're like some people who goes weeks without washing their clothes. That's gross, by the way. So that's just another reason out of the millions why I personally think regional truck driving is better. However, there's still some good sides to OTR. Let's not get that wrong. You still get your freedom. You're on the road all the time, so you have lots of time to think, lots of time to listen to audiobook, and a lot of time to see the country and explore and practice your backing, get miles and all that experience. You'll rack up the experience pretty quickly while you're OTR. Oh, and as far as I know, you don't really have to unload your freight. So that's a big plus, right? But overall, I really do think regional truck driving is where it's at. If you guys have any questions about regional truck driving, I'll be more than happy to answer you guys' questions. Just drop your comment down below. I do reply to everybody. Although over-the-road trucking is still good, I have no doubt in my mind that regional truck driving is still better. If you're interested in regional truck driving and would like to learn more, the video on screen now will help you out with that. Click on the video now and I'll see you there.